Hello guys, how's it going? Today we will be checking out Biomutant on PS5. This game came back I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. But now it is part of PS Plus's monthly free games, so we are here to check it out. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA.
Oh, so we get to build a character. Choose breed. Primal is a nimble, developed, I'm not going to say that word, breed. A hybrid with a gene mutation, making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of a lesser developed intellect. Vitality 28, strength 28, intellect 28, agility 28, charisma 28, luck 10. This guy looks funny. Power, key energy, energy regen. I also think Rex might be our guy. Let's go with that. Define your character starting attributes. To see more detailed explanations of what each attribute has, press touchpad.
Define your genetic.
The intellect attribute defines how much key energy you have, how fast your key energy regenerates, as well as the amount of damage you deal. PSI powers, mutations, intellect also defines the amount of moves you can perform when trying to complete puzzles. Gotcha. Power. Power is used to define the amount of damage you deal with all kinds of PSI powers and mutations.
Genetic structure.
Look at those faces. Looks like a sloth now. Let's go with this one.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Heat. Radioactivity. Cold. Biohazard.
Choose your first style.
My first style.
Pick your main color.
Let's make him blue.
Choose your detail color. Pick a commando. Deadeye.
The Deadeye is a tricky skill for a rogue who's chosen life outside law.
Commando.
Commander was trained as an operative of an elite special operations force.
Psyfreak.
Psyfreaks are experimenting with psionic powers and mutations. Are usually outcasts on the fringe of society.
Saboteur. Psyfreak. Saboteur.
Saboteurs cunning, skilled explorer trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and wilderness.
Sentinel.
Sentinels dedicate themselves to protect the house. Their dedication is for organization as a whole, including supreme belief in their doom.
Saboteur. Psyfreak. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Commando chosen. Good
Let's
choice.
go.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Quality 4K 30 FPS. Quality unlocked 4K as many FPS as possible. Performance 2K 60 FPS. Give me performance. Much smoother.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I'm dark as in strength and power. Color me light for freedom and loyalty. Let's go this way.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I'm not sure dark is for me.
So glad you realize who you really are.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end. Eventually, it'll be my way or the highway.
Somewhat dark. Let's go right.
Right is always right.
Right.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eater's meat.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Roll. Oh, alrighty. Wall's clean.
You'd better make a run for it. This is
What
not
the
the
hell?
time nor place to end this story. this time. It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
That's a bomb.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Move towards an enemy. Target them with mutants. Move the camera towards an enemy to target them with range attacks. To reload your ranged weapon, press R1. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat. Electric module. You find a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. What's behind this?
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some adapt. Changed with it. Evolution.
Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find a highlighted fallen enemy and press triangle. Remember to use your healing items when you are wounded to open themselves at you.
Slice and dice.
Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Oh damn, I'm getting my ass kicked. Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wong Fu and Perks menu. To go to the menu, press Start. Alrighty, let's check out this map. It's a pretty decent sized map. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. Can never go wrong with health.
Even healthier than before.
You'll earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Select close combat or range combat to unlock your first special attack. Circle square R2. Circle square R2. Square square triangle. God dang. Look at this one, square square triangle.
emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
What the hell is that?
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blogs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Grit. All fired up.
You observe a Bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect Bioblobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use your Bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Alright. You like that jump? That was a fail.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Need a key.
Gotcha. Alrighty. You found the puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch which node selected, use the analogs. To rotate the node, L1 and R1. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Gotcha. Each node has a certain position that must be rotated to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go.
Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Every little bit helps.
Where'd the real one go?
Cosata ghetto.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Fabobe mok kofar.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Fabobe mok kofar.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Kanuka noburak.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
Pilfov uguvuhu obra bu.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Honto kontue pon levun goja.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Boyobut pai katawa.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Yevofo lola nofo.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Fofo bakwa papa mu.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Chintwata moti huasa.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically if you want. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm free to go now? This looks like it's in the past. Look how small I am.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono were sensitive beings, an embodiment of Ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Thank you, sir.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
And that's our intro. Seems interesting so far. Not too bad. So basically you have to go to the end of each route. And complete it. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. That will be it for part 1. Let me know your comments down below. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, consider leaving a like and comment. Great way to show your support. Have a great day. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time.